My phone, oh, seems to keep kind of going out. I had another one of these. Isn't that odd? We'll see how far I get in this video before the phone shuts off, right? Is someone trying to tell me I shouldn't record so much? I must be an evil female. An evil female that tries to talk to males at all costs. Who's a goofy guy, who's just like a goofball, who's just like the goofiest fucking guy, who is so goofy, just like... I wouldn't know. Whose hands are on these boobs? Like, no one's. Like, who loves me more than me? Who loves me more than me? The good news is there is not a single fucking human that loves me more than me, I don't think. And if they do, like, they haven't let me know. It's so funny because how did it go that one day? I think he didn't answer me, but I think, like, my friend Nick, right? He was in his room and I go, I love me. Who do you love? And then it always came up as a theme too, like, I used to tell him all the time, I used to be like, you have to love yourself more. Do you know what I mean? You really have to love yourself more. And that means, like, not getting that bag of dope, or not, like, because that's not really, like, loving yourself. And, like, honestly, this isn't loving myself more either. And I'm not trying to kill myself, like, with the L-Theanine or anything. Honestly, I couldn't tell you the last time that I smoked any kind of, like, tobacco or anything, so. And I probably won't again for a very long time unless I, like, roll a blunt and I use, like, a blunt wrap, right? So I say, like, stop hitting yourself, Nick. Stop hitting yourself, bud, You gotta love yourself more. But yes, it's funny when I'm like, I'm just like all up in it, like, I love me. Who do you love, Because it's like so funny, because it's just like, it's a beautiful day outside, and I was outside already. It's really sad when things come about because people don't love themselves enough, right? Human decency, it's a thing. It's coming back, you know, this human decency thing. It's a revolution, human decency is, you know? So yeah, like there's some things that come up and like, well, that'll shut her up. It sure will. Some things will certainly shut me up. How's Jewelry today? Is Jewelry doing all right today? How's Jewelry today? Oh, I'm just kidding. Everybody knows that, like, fucking, you don't buy hose jewelry, right? You don't buy fucking hose jewelry. Do I love a hoe, though? That is a good question. Has anyone, I'm sure they have. Has anyone ever said to you, like, you know, a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right, you know? It seems as though this goat is being passed slightly to the right, but you know, it's not even about that anymore, is it? What actor or actress would you like to most do a love scene with? I'm not real big on love scenes like in movies. Are they necessary? Like, I mean, you know what, the movie Summersby? I went to go see that in the theater with Kevin Costner and that the actress. She's phenomenal. Who is that actress that was with Kevin Costner in Summersby? And there wasn't like, was there like full blown sex in that? I just remember like being young and seeing that, and I was like, whoa. Oh my gosh, I know who she is too. She's phenomenal. What is her name? Lane. Is her last name Lane? I think it is. Is it Diane Lane? You know who I look up to? Hai Tal, I almost said Gouda like cheese, right? Hai Tal, Haital, the Buddhist cat who lives in a Buddhist temple, and she is good. Look her up. What person do you admire the most and why? Wow, there's so many people that I admire. Obviously, my parents. You know, I love them so much. I admire, obviously, I obviously admire Bill Clinton because I asked him to be my running mate when I ran for president. I knew it was a long shot, but how could you not admire Bill Clinton and everything that he did for the kids? You know what I mean? How could you not? Ron Johnson is someone I admire because he's like so fucking sick and tired of the bullshit when it comes to the vaccines. And after one vaccine that didn't work, you know, and putting like fucking chicken DNA and stuff in like vaccines that they're shooting into people. Who else do I admire? Obviously, well, I said my mom and dad, but it's just like, this is what happened. Everything that I admired about my parents. And I told my mom, like, might as well stop smoking, right? I never want to see anybody suffer like that ever again, you know? So that's where the AA comes in. So this is horrible, right? But, are there any other people that I admire? Here's a story. Nikki Giovanni, who was, she passed away recently, probably like the last year or two. Nikki Giovanni passed away. She was an African American activist, like one of very prominent activists in the I think late 1960s, early 1970s, all the way through to the end of her life. And I had the opportunity to see her do a lecture at the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. And I had a writing class. And I was kind of like afraid to talk to her. It was almost like one of those things that's like, oh, I don't know if I'm like actually like even like worthy to talk to her kind of thing. Cause like I fanned out, you know, like, so my English teacher had some of my writing, and I'm not trying to like showboat or anything. It's not like a showboating thing, but she read some of my writing, and then she had my English teacher actually like, because my English teacher told me this, and now I regret like not going up and just like saying hello to her. Like, do you have any more of this young lady's work so I can take a look at it? And then like my English teacher or my English professor got back to me and she said, you know, Nikki Giovanni is impressed with your work. She thinks you're exceptional, you know? And then I was like, oh, wow. And then I remember on the day that I got married, all right, like, which only lasted a short amount of time, there was a coffee shop in Janesville, and they always had like a quote up above the coffee bar thing. Like every single day they had a different poet. And I remember that day I went and I got my coffee, like I always got my coffee, and it just so happened that the day that particular day, like the poet that they had like featured that day was Nikki Giovanni. That was so cool to me. And my camera's still rolling. Oh wow, it's been 14 minutes. That's insane. So it's not like me to be bored or anything. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Doses, you know, it all comes down to doses, and it does, you know, kind of.